Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of the Talk to Tanner Morning Show, where we go over tips, tricks, ideas, and exercises to help make you the best absolute entrepreneur that you can be, not only for yourself, but for the people you love and care about most. You become better for not only you, but the people you love and care about most. You gotta be a little uncomfortable and take that leap of faith. You're in control of the process. I'm here with you. If we don't continue to grow, if we don't continue to move on, we will be sad and upset. Episode 223, checking in this morning. I hope everyone's having a great morning. We're getting up and at 'em. We got some stuff to do today. Excited. What a morning. And I got my handy dandy mug here. Shout out to one of my good friends, Brad. He can etch in and carve in into these cups, I think he can do all types of modes with this laser that he's got. It's pretty cool. But yeah, talk to Tanner Muck. Welcome to the show. Good morning, everyone. And today's episode is going to be a good one. We're going to be talking about starting before you're ready. One of the hardest things, this is my opinion, I think starting is very, very hard. It's got to be the hardest thing, is just getting started. Whenever I think about reading books, good books that are good for me, when I think about just jumping on here live onto it, when I think about just getting my butt to the gym, or maybe it's making my first sales call for the day, it usually always is. The hardest part is getting started. So first point we have for why we should start before we're ready, as you can see here down here by the title, doing is the best teacher. It turns out that doing is a very powerful teacher, and that it allows us to learn as we go, right? So you don't know what you don't know. So doing is the best teacher. I want you to think for just a moment. You think about things that you've done in the past. Think about reading a book versus actually going out there and performing. Where do you think you've gotten more learning, more experience, better insights? For me, it's always been just doing. So doing is an incredible teacher. Mistakes are magic. So this one I have a little bit of a counter of opinion on this, but so mistakes are good for humans. I think making mistakes are very, very good for people. Puts our egos in check. It rebalances our emotions. It shows that you can't just do everything in the first go. It helps humans just learn and adjust to know what we need to do. So mistakes are very good. However, I wouldn't say that failure is the best teacher, because I read in this book. So this book, Tools for Titans, if you can see me in the corner, it's kind of small. It's by Tim Ferriss. Like this book a lot. This one person in the book was talking about how failure is not the best because you don't often know where your failure is coming from. So say if my coaching company failed, I wouldn't know if it was for reason 1, 2, or 3, or 4. And then because you can fail for a multiple number of reasons. And then when you get started again, you weren't really sure what actually tripped you up. So I wouldn't get too hung up on failure, because it's kind of hard to pinpoint what you're actually failing at. Because like this person's was saying, you don't know what you don't know, right? So I wouldn't get too hung up on failure, but just more so understanding that mistakes just make us better in general. Reason 3, acting creates momentum. Momentum is probably one of the most powerful things, if not the most powerful thing on planet Earth. It is pretty wild how things in motion stay in motion, and things not in motion don't move. I can think of a bunch of times where I had a couple days spell where I wasn't doing much, and it just seemed the anxiety and the ability to act, it just got harder and harder. It just got harder, farther and farther away. The longer I pushed something off, the worse it got. So you can think in your own position, when was the last time I pushed something off to the side? When did I push it again and farther away and farther away? How did that make you feel? Did that eat you alive on the inside? Maybe this could be going back to school. Maybe this could be looking into another career. Maybe this could be trying a new system that you know would benefit your business, but it'd be kind of hard to learn. Maybe it would just be having certain types of conversations with your clients and adjusting them, making sure everyone's on the same page, expectations are laid out properly. And as we build momentum, by getting started before we're ready, it makes it easier. So trying to see, what can I build some momentum towards today? Reason number 4, it can be riskier to do nothing than it is to get started. We all age. Time flies by. It's already Wednesday. I woke up the other day. I thought it was the weekend, and it's just wild how fast time can really go. I'm sure you can think of, wow, where has the time gone? I'm already this age. I've already had this much go on in my life. It's all pretty crazy stuff, right? But it can be so risky. And when you hear about older people who are ready to pass and this and that, usually people don't regret what they do. They regret what they didn't do. And I'm trying to take that advice very seriously. I'm not trying to regret a whole bunch of shit when I'm laying in my deathbed, talking to family members or friends or whoever, right, is present. I'd rather be very at peace and grateful with the things that I've done. So maybe thinking in terms of, what would I regret not doing today? Purpose is revealed through action. This one I find very, very true as well. People are like, what's your purpose? Why do you live? Why you do? Why do you drink that water? Why do you talk to that person? Why? What is the why behind what we do as people? You got to have a purpose or you're a complete failure. And the truth in my own personal experience was right when I started in coaching or right when I started in real estate, right after college, I didn't have like this just insane purpose of like, I am going to provide housing for the people who really need it. I'm going to save every child in the entire world. I am going to do backflips and I'm going to shake hands with Jesus, and I understand my purpose fully. This extreme crazy stuff. So don't feel like you need to have a crazy purpose right off the bat. The purpose I like to default to when you don't have a purpose, when I'm usually talking with a lot of my coaching clients, is like, your purpose is to get better. Like when you think about really what makes you feel good, what makes you energetic, what makes you move forward in life, it's usually growth and just getting better overall. If you have a purpose, keep rocking that shit because it's really powerful. It can help you get through tough times. But if you don't have a purpose, don't let that be a reason why you don't get started. Purpose, reducing risk, creating momentum, mistakes are good for humans, and doing is the best teacher. These were 5 good reasons. I like this article quite a bit. This lady who wrote this, good job. 5 reasons. Heather Mulder, good job. Do you need more information? You probably don't. We live in the information age. I always like hearing what Tony Robbins has to say, and he talks about how we don't need more information. We need wisdom. And we can gain this wisdom by taking action and creating insight and intuition through our experiences. So, do you need more information? I would say probably not. So, next is, do you need more experience to get started? This is a little weird of a paradox because you can't really gain experience without taking action. So, and we all have to start somewhere. Maybe it's just we take time this morning to forgive ourselves just a wee bit, just a little bit. We're just like, okay, I'm not amazing at this yet. That's okay. No one was amazing at anything right when they started. Everyone was a beginner at some point. Do we need more experience before we get started? I would say no, because you can't get any experience without starting anyway, so I wouldn't get too hung up on it. Do you need a step-by-step plan? I'd say this lady got it right off the bat. No, first of all, you probably don't, but you don't need to come back to it every single day and revise the plan, and spend hours and hours of planning versus just taking the action. The plan doesn't need to be perfect. Getting started doesn't need to be perfect. The experience doesn't have to be there. Everyone's a rookie at something at some point. But other than that, that's all I had. Was these are reasons to get started and get ready. And now the challenge would be for you to think in your own life, your own terms, your own ideas and beliefs. What do I want to get started on today? What is it that we could start and build a little bit of momentum today? What would get us excited? What would make us want to pop a bottle of champagne at the end of the year? This is all I had this morning. These are reasons why you should start before you're ready. I hope you guys get after it, go after it today. Have an amazing, fun-filled Wednesday. It's hump day, a great day of the week. This was episode 223. Thanks, guys, so much for tuning in this morning. I greatly appreciate it. And I got to go get started on a few things before I'm ready. So I hope to see you doing the same. Check us out with another episode tomorrow morning, Thursday, live. Cheers to you all. I will be getting out of here. I'll see you again live, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you want to work with me directly, I'm taking on clients. I am a life coach for entrepreneurs. Additionally, I have a 6-week boot camp that anyone can take. Anyone who wants to push themselves. The boot camp's pretty tough. So if you're really trying to shock the system, go all in, then the boot camp's probably for you because there's some structures, some principles, some stuff we got to follow throughout it. But that's 6 weeks. Or if you're looking for a life coach and one-on-one consulting, I'm available for you there as well.